Number 76. To take charge of something.
It means to become or be the person in control or responsible for something. For example, when the manager left for the day, Sarah took charge of the team.
I dumped the car in the lake and took charge of the investigation.
Just that when you took charge tonight, I saw you in a totally different light.
You know, Eva took charge of the family after my parents died.
Number 77. To freshen up.
It means to clean your appearance and overall condition after something tiring. For example, after the long walk, I went to freshen up before dinner.
We should just all go up to our rooms and freshen up.
I'm just gonna use the little girls to freshen up, and then I'm gonna go right to sleep.
Well, Jasmine, honey, why don't you let Daddy help you upstairs and get freshened up, and we'll leave for dinner.
Number 78. To be on the clock.
It means to be extremely busy, especially during office hours. For example, I can't chat right now, I'm still on the clock at the office.
While I am on the clock, I have to stay close to the firehouse.
See, my friend and I, we didn't know that we were on the clock, per se.
Your whole tent is on the clock to figure out whatever it is you were given up there.
Number 79. To put something off.
It means to delay doing something until a later time. For example, I always put off doing my homework until the last minute.
How about we just put it off until next year, okay, after the expansion is open?
What is it about this property that makes you feel it's so integral that you can't put it off until after all these legal matters are settled?
We have to put it off to July, 6 weeks to September.
Number 80. To burn through something.
It means to use something very quickly, often without being careful. For example, I burned through all our snacks before the movie even started.
Not to burn through our limited funds with a whole other separate team and cart them off here.
Yeah, but just recruit.
We've burned through too much fuel.
Think that's enough time for me to develop a drinking problem and burn through all my student loans?
The unlikely leader. Claire's hands shook as she stared at the empty library. It wasn't supposed to be like this. She had always been the quiet one, the assistant in the background, helping out where needed but never in charge. Yet today, the usual calm of the library was broken by an unexpected silence. The librarian, Mr. Jasper, had fallen ill and the library doors were about to open. The crowd outside was growing restless. No one was stepping forward, and that's when Claire realized something. There was no one else to do it. The responsibility was hers. She had to take charge of something. She had worked at the library for months but had never been the one to make decisions. She looked around nervously, but then Mr. Jasper's words echoed in her mind. "You'll know when it's your turn, Claire. When I'm not here, you'll have to handle it all." With a deep breath, Claire unlocked the doors, greeted the visitors, and quickly got to work. She moved between shelves, helping customers find books, organizing misplaced items, and answering endless questions. But the longer the day wore on, the more drained she felt. The constant movement, the noise, the pressure, it was overwhelming. "I need to freshen up," she muttered. Claire stepped into the back room, splashed cold water on her face, and stared at her reflection. A few deep breaths and she returned to the chaos, feeling a bit more energized. As she re-entered the main library, the ticking of the clock reminded her that time was slipping away. She was on the clock now. The library wouldn't run itself, and she had to make sure everything went smoothly. Her thoughts raced as she worked through the next few hours, ensuring each task was completed, each book found. Every minute mattered. When the afternoon came, Claire's gaze fell upon a mountain of overdue books. She had been meaning to sort them out for days but had kept putting it off. Now there was no escaping it. With a deep sigh, she grabbed the stack and began organizing the books. It wasn't easy, but as she worked, she realized something important. Sometimes the things you avoid are the things that need to be done most. By the end of the day, Claire was exhausted but fulfilled. She had successfully taken charge of something. She had faced the challenges, met the deadlines, and even tackled the task she had been dreading. As the last visitors left, she felt a quiet sense of pride. She hadn't burned through all her energy, though. She had paced herself and learned something important about herself. Tomorrow she'd be ready again.